Dunk finally does the true knight thing by punch ordering a prince to stop being a sociopath, only to realize that HR in Westeros is literally a death sentence. While our hero awaits his inevitable execution, Egg reveals he's been wearing a bald boy costume to hide his status as a royal Nepo baby. It's basically Undercover Boss meets Law & Order SVU, but with more dragons and significantly more finger-breaking.
I love the Undercover Boss meets Law and Order SVU. I like more dragons, not with dragons, with more dragons. Because don't you remember that SVU episode with the dragon?
No,
I
don't.
When Stabler got
It's
into
gotta be Stabler.
Stabler, he was questioning that dragon and he used excessive force.
I was like, are you for real? This really happened? And I'm like, oh no, wait. Still kidding.
This is Shelf to Screen, the podcast where we discuss sci-fi and fantasy literary adaptations to the big and or small screen. I'm Joe Perry.
I'm Jen Isgro.
And I'm Tom Kokoza.
And in this episode, we're discussing episode 3 of A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, episode titled The Squire. And hey, guess what? We open with, well, more shitting.
It's true.
They're keeping up those intros.
It gave me a brief minute of hope. I'm like, oh, maybe there won't be like some kind of oh no, the horse is shitting. Okay.
They tricked me. They got me.
How long do they have to hold on the horse before he shit?
Oh, do you think it was some camera person's job to just sit there for 2 hours until the horse shit?
I don't think it's even that long. It probably was 15 minutes.
I don't know. I don't know how often horses shit, but I bet
I feel a lot.
Some poor camera person, or maybe they put it on a tripod and just were like, okay,
we got it. Cut.
Yep. They were just discussing things behind the camera, talking about the next shot and stuff like that. And they just, unless that horse could.
Or it's just CGI shit. Was that even worth spending money on?
They could have just been behind the horse and dropped shit. Yeah.
That's also
somebody in a green suit. Just drop.
Yes. Oh wow, I want to see that. I wish I was on set for that if that's what's happened. That was some horse though. That horse could nod and that was pretty cool. That was a good horse. Very smart horse.
Of course.
Yeah. So this was an interesting episode. I almost want to work backwards on this one. I don't know if that's against the rules or if anyone's going to have a problem with that.
Well, if someone watches the show from start to finish while they're listening to us, we've already messed it up in every other one we've done of these, where we usually start in the middle and then go back and then go forward. So sure, let's move into this show. Let's go from the back and
all right.
And
so
the front.
I think we were discussing last week or in the last episode, and I don't know if this was on mic or off mic, but I believe I said that this episode they were going to reveal. Oh, it had to be off mic because it was a spoiler. But yeah, I think after we recorded the episode, we were discussing, what's going to happen over the next 3 episodes, right? We're up to 4 episodes.
Yeah. There's 3 more left, right?
Yeah. And
after this episode, there's 3 more.
Yeah, we're halfway through. I believe I said that we're going to get the reveal of Egg being Aegon Targaryen. And you all thought, nah, it's going to be episode 4. And I just want to, yeah. So.
Still seems like there's a lot of time left.
I guess you could say that I was... what's that word? I was
Prescient?
right.
Oh,
no, I was right. I was right.
Correct. You were correct.
I was right. Yes, and that would make you two
good looking.
Well, yes, but wrong as well.
Wrong.
No.
Okay.
Yes. And it's interesting. Because no, I was just gonna say it's interesting because the for the most of this episode does not follow the books. It's a lot of new stuff and like additional things that they added into that. So I was a little surprised actually as well. Until the scene, and now I said we're going to start with the end, but we're really jumping into the middle. The scene when our good friend Raymond Fossaway, my Appley friend, no apple puns this episode. I was a little upset.
Well, I mean, he invited him back to his tent for some cider.
He did, but that wasn't a pun, though.
I believe it's a change from the book, though. I believe in the book it's wine, so
they're staying on.
It is wine, yes. Now it could have been like apple brandy, but yes, cider. Yeah, they threw the cider in there. That was pleasing as well. And then Egg says he's gonna stay and watch the puppet show, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be when it's gonna happen then, because this is kind of the setup in the book, I believe, if I remember correctly, or in the story. So how did you like the reveal? I'm not going to ask if you were surprised because you knew it was going to happen, but
I liked it. I thought it was what happens in the story, pretty much exactly. So I was expecting it.
There's some little things they threw in there, like I don't remember a medieval curb stomp about to happen.
Oh yeah, that was new. That was new.
Yeah,
but he did say it was something like that.
He was going to
pull
break
out
his
your
teeth out.
Yeah, he was going to smash his teeth out.
Yeah, well, they were going to kill. I mean, he would have been dead after that happened. Probably,
I believe in the book it's something like he tells one of the guys to go get a hammer and break out his teeth. Or something
oh yes, you're right. Yeah, he was going to smash his teeth in with a hammer. Yeah,
which would kill him just as much as a curb stomp.
Probably.
I guess. Yeah. So
depends on the size of the hammer.
That's true. If it was a tiny little, it was a rock hammer. Right, he's gonna be digging out like Andy Dufresne. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for a movie and book Redemption. That were
30
years ago.
Yeah. But
you know what my favorite part of the reveal was? The awesome dramatic music and the hits as they would cut from like dun,
they cut
dun, all different people's reactions, like an old school that
was
I loved it. It was amazing, and I didn't pick it. I didn't really fully was able to recognize and absorb it the first time I watched it. And when I watched it earlier today, I was like, oh my god, how did I don't even remember this. And the music builds up like something from like the 50s or 60s, like an old movie where like they would reveal the big mystery.
Yeah.
Great.
It was very good. Yeah. I somehow obviously I think, well, to my reading at least, this is the point when I was reading the story where I feel like I kept waiting for the hammer to drop because like the beginning of the story was almost too innocuous, and I'm like, I don't feel like George R.R. Martin can just make a story about things happen, like something miserable has to happen.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay, now things are just going to be shitty for the rest of the story. was what I thought. And like this clearly is a pivot point, but they still managed to keep I feel with that a lighter tone to it somehow, of like this very dangerous event. Also, I just in the as Dunk is going in, and I'm like, I'm watching him just go in, and I'm like, he can probably take like 4 of these guys. Like he's so big.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think 3 guys are enough to hold him.
No. And then I think a 4th or 5th might have come over. Even I was watching that too, and then like when they put him got him down to the stage, his head on, I was like, there's no way they would have been able to get him down on the stage like that, probably without like probably having to rough him up a bit,
right,
knock his head around a bit. But there was a lot of good I just really liked the way this episode was constructed, and a lot of the things that they did where, like, even we were just talking about with Dunk and Raymond Fossaway having cider. He's talking about Raymond's bringing up how Makar's not there because he went to go look for his kids, and they start talking about all the kids. And right when he's talking about, and he says the little one, and then just Egg comes in. That's when Egg comes in and is like, he's like, "You got to come, Dunk. You got to come."
Right.
Like, that was beautiful, beautifully written and done. I thought it was really fun. There was a lot of little things like that in this episode as well. The song that Egg is singing earlier on.
Oh yeah. That's like when they got to the part about the country.
Yes.
I
was like,
great.
I was this kid nobody saying.
I'm not sure he knew that part, what he knew exactly he was singing.
Right. The other song was also
I thought you were talking about the Alice song.
Oh.
Trying to break down.
yeah, like the nobility within the song.
Yeah, wait. I think oh my God, what did I have? I have the quote I wanted to say. I'm trying to, because I didn't get through all of this. Oh God, go ahead. I have to find it.
Yeah. Well, that's a part too, right? That's to your earlier point about this. A lot of this episode that's kind of just made for television. Like that's to my recollection completely a TV invention. And I like that scene a lot, but I also thought it was very odd because I felt like Dunk was thoughtful in a way that he hasn't really been thoughtful yet on the show when he's considering like what the themes of this song really are.
Yes.
But he's got a lot on his mind,
He's so I think what Egg says is something something about the crippled girl who was so good at pleasuring men in their bums. And I was like, hearing this little kid say that they saw fit to like something like memorialize or write a song about her or put her in a song, yet they could not bother to credit her true name. And then Dunk goes, "If there's a life lesson in that, it's for wiser men than me."
Right.
I thought that was so funny. If there's a life lesson, just hearing the little kids say pleasuring men in their bums. A crippled girl who was so good at pleasuring men in their bums. I'm sorry. This was a really good, well-written episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
If there's a lesson in that, it's for wiser men than me.
I think they followed up with like really emphasizing that you didn't mishear the lyric earlier.
Yeah.
She does stick her entire arm up some guy's ass.
Oh yeah, that's something. He says like the proverbial like something bone or something. He says.
Right.
Oh my.
Good.
And we just reminding everyone that Lionel Baratheon is around. He's still around.
Yes.
Being awesome.
Yeah, just singing and drinking. I guess that's what Baratheons do best.
Jumping back to you were talking about how well written the scene is when before Dunk comes in, before Egg comes in. Like even in the conversation before that, they're talking about the fight, and they're talking about, and like Dunk is trying to give the benefit of the doubt that maybe like killing this horse is a mistake. And then fast away goes into the whole rant about the Targaryens and how awful they all are. And and I'm like even that is like, I'm like, oh, they're giving Dunk extra cider fueled motivation to dislike this guy. It's great. Like,
yeah,
one of Dunk's two new friends. It's like, yeah, they are pieces of shit.
Yeah, I wasn't a little surprised, but I think, I'm glad that they had that scene and Raymond went off on the Targaryens, because I feel like in this show so far, and obviously there's a lot of history and we know about Targaryens because of Game of Thrones, and even if you watch House of the Dragon, which is just all about them, that in this story, it seems like, the Targaryens are okay. Like, there's some good Targaryens. This guy seems like the real big asshole, but the rest of them seem cool. And then Raymond's like, no. They're incestuous. They enslave us all. Like, he was like really laying into it. And
Yeah.
I kind of wanted him to whisper a little bit. I
Oh.
feel like you shouldn't be talking about the royal
Right.
family very, very loudly.
Well, I feel like that wasn't his first cup of cider
Probably.
that
You're
day.
right.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
And finally, like, we keep getting those sprinkles of like, make our son missing. And we were talking about like, no one seems to really care that much because he's there. And then we find out that he actually went looking for them. But it gives us a good spot for some exposition on like, this is Makar, this is his firstborn Darren, this is his secondborn Arian, the asshole. Then there's the Meister Iman, who, the one who went to the Citadel. And then there's Egg. Yeah, the little one. There was one other thing I remember with it's going back to the beginning, but the knight Sir Robin Riesling.
Yeah.
He's in this story, right? I remember them being a one-eyed knight, right? I don't remember if he
saw
was
his eyeball fall hanging out of his head.
Yes.
Was that from like earlier, like the day before? Was that what that was supposed to be?
No, in the book. In the book, when they introduce him, they say like, because his helm in the book, like he's in a joust and he takes his helm off because it gets dented, and he's just jousting without a helm. And they're like, and Egg tells Dunk like, oh, he lost his eye like 2 years ago from splinters from a broken lance, and like that's what that flashback. I assume it's some time ago. Yeah. The splinter was a lot bigger than I pictured it.
Well, you hear splinter and you think a small, like, little thing you get in your toe.
Yeah, I thought his eye was lacerated and just he lost sight in it. Not
it was hanging out.
Not not a broken baseball bat just sticking out of his eye.
Yeah, and it didn't seem to bother him much. He was just kind of still yelling and charging.
What did Egg refer to him as? The angriest knight or something like that?
I don't remember.
I think he said the maddest. The maddest.
The maddest,
yeah. But I think he meant mad in the sense of crazy mad.
He was just growling, so it's tough to say. Yeah.
He would also speak in the first person collective. What would you call it? He would say we when he referred to himself.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know what he was just doing out there by himself.
I don't know.
That was kind of weird too. He's just going for a walk out in the fields, I guess. I don't know. But I did like the beginning with Egg. Egg's training. He wants to be a good squire, and he wants to help Sir Duncan. So, I like the little, him and the horse trying to get the horse trained, and
trying to be able to lift up a lance.
Yeah. Yeah. There was one change, like a slight change in here in this, Dunk doesn't realize he can't sign up right away on the lists, but I feel like in the book his plan already is to wait till the second day to sign up for the lists. So I think they're just driving home his not being smart, which I think we've all kind of got that by now.
Yeah, and it gives Egg more, I guess more of he gets to impart more knowledge, about how these things work. Yeah, in the book, I think actually, like if memory serves, there's just a bunch of exposition. Like there's a whole part where Duncan's just going like, and this is how it works, and there's challengers, and there's champions, and you trade, and like it's a lot, like whatever. You can't get that out, and you have to like drib and drab that.
Yeah, which I think they've been doing a good job.
Yeah.
I like their medieval bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches.
Yes.
Those look so good.
The giant goose eggs, yeah,
those are big eggs.
Yeah.
Do you like goose eggs?
So, I have hands. Like,
once again, he's got no game.
No game.
Well, when she first looks at him, he's trying to explain to the guy that he wants the eggs, and he's like doing like a chicken kind of dance squat when she first sees him. And then he's like trying to cover it up. Oh, you like goose eggs? Your shield will be ready tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was also like the good contrast with those medieval bacon, egg, and cheeses with the beginning when, Egg says he's hungry and he wants to eat, and And Dunk's like, well, yeah, here's some more hard salt beef.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I don't want to eat that. That was last episode, hard salt beef.
That's right.
This episode's the Squire, so this is going to be all about me, Dunk. So give me my bacon, egg, and cheese.
I like when they were making fun of each other. They were at the joust.
Oh, when they do the voices,
Oh, I'm
yeah.
egg. I don't like hard salt beef.
Oh. Oh, like, what does he say? It's disgusting.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, okay, I won't buy it anymore. I was like, yeah, maybe he's a little kid. He probably shouldn't be drinking ale.
Yeah.
Don't giving little kids alcohol.
Was he drinking it though later on when they were talking about the Alice song? They both had cups in their hands.
Oh, I don't know
if they had anything for the children to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Back. I mean, it's tough to say when this would like what year this would equate to in like real times, but like people drank alcohol because water wasn't safe to drink.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
For a lot of the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
So
wine. It was wine, right? Like,
wine,
and then maybe they
wine and ale.
Water down the wine, or mix it with something like Coke.
Yeah. Probably not.
That was kind of weird. Like something looked out of place in that scene, and there's like the two women who are sitting at the other end of the table, and it's just weird because it's just like two women, and they're dressed like they're not like wenches, quote unquote. They're dressed fairly nice, and they're just kind of sitting at the end of the table, like drinking. And I feel like in a place like this, in a story like this, in this world, you wouldn't just see like a couple of like, whatever, middle class, upper middle class women just sitting in there at a table drinking with all of these people. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was weird to me.
No, it is. I mean, I think, right. There's no females in the cast. There's no female parts in the show. They just have like, can we find a place where we can put some ladies in somewhere?
In the background. We got to put some women in the background.
Someone in?
Yeah. To be honest, I thought we would get a little more of, what is her name? Tansel?
Yeah.
Tansel.
Tansel.
I thought we would have got a little bit more of her up front before the reveal, before she gets her finger broken. Some more interaction.
It's pretty much like just what you get from the book. Like,
yeah. Well, I thought we were going to get more, though. I thought that was something they'd play up a bit more. I feel like shows always like to do that. TV shows are like, there's an inkling of a romance. Oh, let's make them fuck like 6 times.
I
feel like that's what I feel like TV shows always do that, though.
Yeah, you're right. I think it like if the point of this is like this guy is a good knight, right? Like if the point of the story is here's Sir Duncan the Tall, like he's what a knight should be, even though he's poor and even though he doesn't have a house or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it makes it better that he's willing to sacrifice his life just because she's a female in distress, not because they have a relationship, right?
Well,
he'd like to have a relationship. He
Yeah.
likes her, yeah, but like he's like, it makes it more like a knight errant, like a knight of the round table kind of thing.
More
like,
chivalrous.
It's more chivalrous, right? That there's not like you're touching my woman, it's just like you're an evil sadistic fuck. And he's right, his Prince Douchebag's justification is she's a traitor because the dragon lost the fight.
Yeah, the dragon should always win.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was the breaking of the finger. Great.
Yeah.
I love how they're still making it like, Game of Thrones real with things like that. I'm really having a hard time with the puppets because now it wasn't a puppet, it was an actual person. Like she was a person now. Sometimes they're life-size human puppets, and sometimes they're actual people. It's just like too much. There's
a
too much
different
stuff going on.
show.
It's too much stuff going on. I can't follow this. This is a
People
puppet.
aren't going to come back if it's the same show. You have to mix it up.
No, I know it's a different story. Like they were putting on a different show, but this time the character in in this play or this puppet show was actually a person, and it wasn't a puppet. Puppets were the people. Remember the people were in black were holding the puppet people. So it's just
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of art happening in this tent. Right?
Okay. They don't know what they can't decide on the direction that they want to go.
It's a mixed media performance, really.
It is.
There's a lot of you know.
They're gonna float it out there, see what sticks, what goes over the best, and then they're gonna stick to that.
I bet they won't
They're
do this one again.
They're workshopping their show.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. This one's probably getting cut.
Yeah, I would think so.
At least anywhere there's a Targaryen around.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, the people in the town don't seem to like the Targaryen. I mean, they threw shit or whatever they threw at Aerion after he, jousted the horse.
Yeah. Well, it's deserved.
Yeah.
I thought when the guards first come out, like the guards come out, and then it cuts to, like, all the people are jumping over the fence.
Yeah.
Right. But like when the guards first come out, I thought they were gonna go out into the crowd and kill that guy. The guards, they were gonna find the guy who threw the shit.
Well, you know what was even more interesting, and I didn't catch it until this time, when the guy comes out to kill the horse, or put the horse down. Like you see him coming out, and you're like, oh, this guy's probably gonna come and put the horse down. And when they cut to the wide shot, he's like lifting up the axe. And the other knight's still under the horse, and you're like, wait a second, who's he killing here? Who's he putting on But I think we learn later on that he is still alive. They mentioned he broke his leg or something like that. And Aerion had to give him his horse and arms.
You saw too that Baelor was just like disgusted by him.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even mad when people started throwing shit at him. He was just like, this kid is fucking useless.
Yeah. This guy can't become king ever.
No.
Thankfully, he's like, I don't know, like 7th in line or something.
Yeah, I mean it's Baelor. Baelor's got what, 2 kids?
I think just one son.
At least one. Yeah.
The one son. So they're the direct lines. So right, and then if they were to all go, it would go to this guy's father, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like there's someone in, and I feel like we did look this up at one point. Isn't there someone before Maekar too?
Baelor's the oldest and Maekar's the youngest.
Yeah.
There's somebody else in the middle.
Am I making that up?
That was part of the song that I think Egg was singing, right?
Oh, the little song? Was that in there? I remember hearing it. Someone was singing it or saying it. Like Baelor's first, Maekar's the youngest or something. Okay. So it might be like another brother or somebody in between.
There's definitely other people in between. There might be sisters, but I feel like there was another man. I feel like we always need to see the family tree, pull up the family tree for this.
Just a circle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a Venn diagram. It's
you know what? It really is. But we learn at least the order of the kids and who the kids are, and I mentioned this before. Maekar's kids, right? So Aerion isn't the oldest.
No.
Daeron is the oldest, which makes more sense. So Daeron. He's the oldest. He's the one that's missing. And then it's Aerion.
Yeah.
So I guess Maekar, I don't know. We don't know how Maekar feels about Aerion. We don't really get any sense yet. I don't even think we see them interact at all, right? At this point.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think we get the two of them interacting, but Who is it? Is it Raymond Fossaway that gives us kind of the breakdown of the sons?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Darren's the oldest, and it's Arian, then Prince, then Iman, and then Aegon.
Aegon.
Yeah. So, so Makar's gone. He's left to go find his sons. And I'm trying to remember, was that the same in the story? Is he gone?
I can't
Yes.
remember.
And then he comes
does
back.
leave? Okay.
Yeah. Yes. He's gone now.
Yeah. Our good friend, the Master of the Games, is back this episode.
Yeah. This
How did
is odd.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about this part because this is something that's not in the story.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I feel like that won't happen now because of how it ended. And
Oh, well, of course it's not
it
going to
was
happen.
like a time filler because it's just like, what's the point of it at this juncture?
Yeah. And I guess, glad to see him back, by the way. I always love to see more of the Master of the Games. But I will say that the whole idea of him trying to get Dunk to into a fixed joust. I was kind of interested in how Dunk took it because he was like, I want to win because I deserve it, and he's like, don't you deserve it? And Dunk starts thinking, it got Dunk thinking there. He's like, yeah, I kind of do deserve it, don't I?
Right.
So I thought
just
that.
thought.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. No, I just thought it was going to be kind of obvious if like the dad bet against the son and then the son like threw the fight, kind of like. I thought that would have been like kind of. I don't know if you can get in trouble for betting for in this world, but like it just seemed like someone might catch on to that. Unless somebody else was betting and he was gonna like.
I don't know
I
if
don't
the
know.
dad. I felt like this was like the game master and the son.
Oh really? I thought the dad was
Yeah.
involved in it.
Oh, I thought Lord Ashford. This was all
Yeah.
Lord Ashford's idea.
Oh, I don't know, but I didn't get that impression. I got the I in fact my note for that is like, why is the game master evil? I like this guy.
No, I think that Lord Ashford just spent too much money, and now he has no money left. Right? Like he spent too much money on this
Yeah,
thing,
that
this
makes sense.
joust.
It makes more sense. Yeah, that makes more
and so
sense.
he's like, I gotta recoup some of this.
Yeah. So the plan is
Right.
he's gonna bet on against his own son, but the son's in on it to take the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how, like I said, Dunk is kind of contemplating it. And there's that scene later on when he's, with the goose eggs after he
Yeah.
gets those where he runs into him or he sees him off in the corner of his eye and he kind of turns away from him, which makes you think he's like, I'm not going to do this. Like, I don't want to be a part of this because it's not the right thing. But then when he talks to Raymond Fossaway, he's like, I think, I'm thinking about, what the heck is his name too?
Challenging. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but he's thinking of challenging the son, and you're like, oh, so is Dunk going to go through with it? Do you think he would have went through with it
No.
if he had the chance?
I don't know.
No.
Probably
I
not.
think, yeah. I think this storyline was added, one, to pad out the episode time, but two, you don't want to make Dunk like a Mary Sue kind of a like where it's just like, oh, you have to give him the opportunity to have moral quandaries for him to do the right thing. Otherwise, it's just like, oh, okay, well, he's Superman. He's just always going to do what's right,
Yeah, I guess I was kind of torn because again, like I said, I thought he didn't want any part of it, but then when he talked to Raymond, he kind of was contemplating it.
Yeah.
And I mean, if that happened and he went through with it, would you think any less of Dunk? Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah.
has to get the
Sounds like
first
yeah.
win, right? To get the money to pay the guy back for the armor or whatever he's, I mean,
Well, he's paid the guy for the armor to get the horse back.
I thought he was renting the armor.
No. He sold the horse, but he was going to buy the horse back with his winnings.
Yeah, but
Right.
wasn't he also renting armor from the guy?
No, he
No,
bought that.
he bought the armor. The guy gave him a discount. Because it
I
felt
don't
bad.
know.
But like, yeah, I like. I don't want this guy to be corrupt, and that's like what that would be. Like that's just you're a fixed fight. That's not like that's not good. I wouldn't want him to do that. I would think less of him if he were to be involved in that scheme.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think like for the morality of this world that disqualifies him, you know. Everybody here does bad things because you have to sometimes, but like I don't know. I wasn't thrilled. I wasn't thrilled with that whole storyline.
Yeah.
You weren't thrilled. Oh, I mean, I thought it fit. It threw me off, obviously, because it's not in the story, but I thought it fit in here and they kind of worked it in there well. And I guess, like we said, it didn't really matter because we knew that was never going to happen anyway because of
Right.
what happens at the end of the episode. So you're right. It did kind of feel like, from somebody who's read the stories, a bit of a filler.
Yeah, I didn't know definitely that this was going to be the end of this episode. So I thought maybe that could be something that's stretched into next episode, whether it happened or didn't. But now ending like this, just like, oh, that's just gonna disappear.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
Unless that well, I can't talk about what happens next in the story.
No, you cannot.
I can't.
Don't spoil it, Jen. That's my job.
Well, I can't spoil the show because I don't know what really will happen.
That's true.
We'll see.
I don't know if any of you have ever read this, but the showrunner he wants to do, but they're not going to do it. Like, do a bunch of seasons, then wait like 10 years, do another set of seasons and have like Dunk and Egg like in their, older years, and then wait like 10 years and then do another set of seasons. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they would do that.
The Crown, but with the same people.
Yeah.
Instead of recasting for each section of time, you just wait.
No, they would just wait.
Dangerous. That's dangerous.
It is dangerous. And it's not going to happen. That's like what he wanted to do. He thought it would be really cool to do that, but I don't think there was any chance or is any chance that that's actually going to happen.
Right.
I think I'm more surprised that the is it the CEO? HBO CEO Casey Bloy says that they're going to be coming out yearly.
What?
Yes. Annual.
Just like the old days.
An annual television show.
I don't understand.
So Tom, back in the day, when our grandparents were around, they would put out television show seasons yearly.
Yearly television?
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's short if they keep doing it like this.
Yeah, if they're doing 6 episodes, like 30 to 40 minutes an episode, they can definitely pop a bunch out. But I think the next season, and I know I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, is going to be a little bit more expensive because they're going to have to travel a bit. They're not going to be able to film it all in I think they're in Northern Ireland again for this, and it seems like this whole thing is filmed in one small location.
Yeah.
Well, the whole story is taking place at a pavilion. So
yeah, the tourney, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're using, they have the studio, I guess, for the inside of the castle and whatever other indoor stuff that they're doing. Right. And, the grounds are pretty much the same. But the next story is going to take a little bit of traveling, I think. So.
All right. Well, they have the budget for it, so they can go ahead with that if they need to.
Can I ask a question? Did you watch House of the Dragon, Joe?
Yes.
Didn't a horse also get murdered during a joust in the first episode of House of the Dragon? Or am
I
I
don't remember.
misremembering that?
Horses get murdered a lot in jousts.
I know, but it just seems strange that 2 Game of Thrones jousts killed horses.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. This was an intentional kill. I don't know if that.
Yeah,
too.
I don't remember just like blood everywhere. It was when it was like the first episode. It was when what's her name? Rhaenyra. Her mother was still alive.
Oh.
Or she was like dying at the I don't know. It was like very, very early on.
I don't remember. That was years ago.
Yeah, I know.
And that's a show that didn't come out annually.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Yeah. Speaking of that, right? So Rhaenyra, so the current king in this Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, Daeron, he's the great grandson of Rhaenyra and Daemon.
Okay.
Just to get you kind of like in the timeline perspective.
Okay. Also, their brother and their nephew, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Like
yeah.
literally not getting.
And potentially, husband.
If she was still alive, maybe.
Your brother, uncle, father.
Well, her husband, uncle.
That's right. That's her husband, uncle, which makes her kids and also cousins.
Her nephews. Oh, her cousins. Yeah, kids and her cousins.
Her kids are also her cousins. Like, I don't know. This is
so sick.
Just thinking about that.
It's weird that like it doesn't take very much for us to be like, sure, yeah, I like them together. It's good. Like it's literally her father's brother.
I never thought that.
I don't know. No, I mean, I'm just saying, like in general, like people are just like very quick to get over it when it's like a Targaryens for some reason.
Yeah, and there's like a big age difference too between the two of them.
Yeah, there is. Anyway, wrong show, but yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's go back to something a little bit more wholesome.
Okay.
Like the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. The only foul things in it are poop and the songs. Yeah. There was we're recording this on Friday, the Friday after the episode dropped. So they're actually dropping, or did drop, the next episode 4 today because Sunday's the Super Bowl. So I was almost tempted to like say, hey, let's do a live watch, but I don't think anybody wants to hear that. So, yeah. Did I miss any spots? Is there anything that we didn't touch on that you wanted to talk about?
I'm just trying to remember like all the knights we've met so far. So we met Lionel Baratheon.
Yes.
Humphrey something was one of the guy that fell into the horse. Sir
Humphrey, yeah, he was the one that got crushed under the horse.
The mad knight.
What was his name? Robin Riesling.
Robin Riesling. We also what's his name? Dundarian was in this again. He was singing with.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was the one singing with Lionel Baratheon. Remember, there was the other guy singing, the redheaded guy.
And Stefan Fossaway.
Stefan and his squire cousin Raymond.
Okay.
Right.
They're doing a good job of getting them all in there.
Yeah.
Getting all these people in there. Plus, we've obviously met the Targaryens, and we've been introduced to a lot of people over a pretty short period of time, and I think they've done a pretty good job. That's why I want to
like run it down again at the end, maybe at the end of every episode, keep it going. Fresh.
So you got the family, the family of where they're at I can't remember.
Ashford.
You got the Ashfords, right?
Yeah.
With the son who's willing to take
And
a
the
fall.
daughter, yeah.
And the daughter.
We didn't actually see the son. Well, I mean, we
No.
might see him in the background
I think
some
he's
point.
in the battle. I think he does
Who's-
well in the first joust. I think he's the other guy.
Who's the guy is that the guy that Arian goes up to and is like, I won't challenge you today?
No, that's Vela. That's his
Oh, it was
his cousin.
Valar. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's his cousin.
Okay. So that's Baylor's son.
That's
Yeah.
Baylor's son, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Ashford's in the first joust. I think
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay. You think? Well,
yeah,
they show the
yeah.
clip of him actually. Sorry, they do cut to a clip of him jousting when what's his name comes up to him, when the Master of Games goes up to Dunk and he talks about it, and he's like, "What do you think of him?" And he's like, they cut to him like basically demolishing someone. He's like, "He's a fair lance."
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be a champion to be challenged.
Yes.
Right? You have to have your tent like along the
yeah.
They name
area.
it's
and
like
then
some
you
sort
can go
of
up and challenge anybody.
You know, I kind of wish they would have went into this game or this tournament style, right? Which I thought was really cool in the books because like it was almost like, you know, round robin versus a bracket. And it's like, I can't remember the name of it, but there's like 7 champions that are named.
Yeah.
And then the people go up and, you know, tap their shields and challenge the champions. And if they beat the champion, then they get to become one of the champions.
Yeah.
And that champion has to leave, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So now
And then-
Humphrey is not a champion anymore, but he got Arian's horse and something else money.
No, he's still the champion.
He is?
Yeah,
is that part of the
They
deal?
disqualified Arian for.
Okay. I know he said he was pissed off at his uncle for what he did, and
I really appreciated like the tournament like style, like the rules to the tournament in the story, because I was like, oh, this is cool. This is like a game.
Yeah, it was a very odd thing. Like they're the champions of the fair maiden, the daughter. Like this whole tournament is to celebrate the daughter's 13th birthday, and at the end of the tournament, whoever's left to be champion can decide she's not the fair maiden, somebody else is.
So that's what happens in Game of Thrones. Like, remember Rhaegar Targaryen is supposed to give like the flower to his wife, right? To Elia.
Yeah.
But he gives it to Lyanna Stark instead and calls her the fair maiden or the maiden of whatever. And that's like starting all of this mess off.
Yeah.
So that I actually remember when he said that, I was like, oh, okay, you can like pick another woman and like start a war over it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that wasn't the whole reason for the war.
No, but it didn't help. It was kind of like just right out in the open, like
a little kindling there on the fire, but
yeah.
I mean, a lot of that. We don't need to talk about that.
No, I just remember that was the same kind of thing.
I mean,
there was another thing that started that war. That was just like a little side thing going on, a little side drama.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I don't think the tournament is going to continue to go as planned. And I think if that was the case, they didn't want to bother explaining a bunch of rules that would never pay off.
Yes. I agree. You're right. That makes sense. And they haven't gone into like the tournament as much. They haven't talked about it. Like in the story, they kind of
one round, 2 rounds.
Yeah, there was that night thing we got in the previous episode, which I don't know, was that like the opening like show or something like that, the opening act, and then now we're
welcome to medieval times.
Yes. and then this was the actual starting of the tournament. Like that was warm-ups or something, or
well, that was like how you decide who the champions are, I guess.
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
it was like 14 guys or whatever it was, and then
like
whoever
the preliminary heats or something.
Yeah,
like to see
they were like all like the top
qualifiers.
Guys. I guess, yeah.
Right. I like that.
All right, that's cool. I like that. That makes sense.
Yeah, because Valar was in that. I'm just thinking of like who was in it.
I think Valar just gets. I think those guys just get named because they're Targaryens. So,
right.
And Arian wasn't a champion. He had to challenge.
That's true. He wasn't because I think. Well, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to remember now in the story if Arian's one of the champions.
No, he comes in to challenge.
He does come in.
It's played in the same. It's pretty much the same way in the story, except in the story. In the show, he goes one round and like he's like, oh, this guy's tough. Let me just kill his horse. In the book, he just kills the horse like immediately. He's
In the
just
show,
evil.
you mean?
Yeah.
He just kills, or in the
Yeah.
book, he kills the horse, or
No, in the book, it's at first go. He
oh,
kills the
okay,
horse.
okay.
In the show, it's like
they pass each other one.
Well,
It
this,
has to
yeah,
show.
he
Well,
does.
he moves out of the way.
Yeah, he
Right.
does a
First
little
time, yeah.
showboat. There's a little
Yeah.
showboat in there.
yeah,
And then
Sure.
when they cut to one of the other, when the Egg and Dunk are watching the tournament, did you notice like there's one round where the guy, I guess you could assume that they passed each other. I don't remember if we actually see like them first joust, but they cut and you see one of the knights like going, like getting another lance, and the other knight is already charging at him. Like
yeah.
I was like, is this chivalrous? Like, shouldn't they wait till they both have lances and then recharge? The one guy was like charging already, and the other guy didn't even have his lance yet. He was facing the other way.
Probably after the first one. That's it.
It's just as fast as you can go. It's like
Just like
rapid
free
fire.
for
It's
all,
like, all
yeah.
right.
That's why the squires have to practice too.
Yeah.
You got to give me that lance as
It's
soon
like
as you
when
can.
you're
That's
changing
true.
tires on a car.
Yeah,
You got to be ready.
You got to be ready.
Yeah, your pit crew.
Oh, I got you.
It's gonna throw weapons up at you,
It's
whatever
just
you
as
need.
fast.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. That's right. And I forgot Egg was trying to, practice that
He
lance.
was like,
getting
"Here,
it.
Dunk.
Yeah.
Here, Sir Dunk." He had to yell while he was doing it so he could really
Right,
act it out.
He's got to
Yeah.
feel it. He's got to feel it.
Yeah, you got to feel it. He's killing it. He's killing it, little Egg. I'm interested to see how this goes. The rest of the season, because of like now everything's changed, right? Like the entire story's just literally changed from this point on, because the whole story is, hey, you got this little squire and this hedge knight, and he wants to, fight in the tournament and try to win. And you think like this story's gonna go where like, he's gonna wind up winning a round. Or maybe it's like a Rocky story where he just goes toe to toe but winds up losing.
Like earns honor anyway or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a straightforward sports story. And now it's
No. Like you said, it's been George R.R. Martin. Where it's like, no. You think this is all nice and fun, but nope. We're gonna break fingers. We're gonna stomp teeth. And this little boy's not who you thought he was. It's so funny when at that end scene, I was watching it with my wife, and she's like, "I knew it," but very much like, like I should have said something. I could tell she was like kicking herself. She's like, "I should have said it. I should have said it."
So, but we watched it, but my wife didn't say that because I think I didn't say, well, I didn't ruin it, but I expressed we had talked about before the show came out. Like I mentioned, I hadn't read the story yet. You had mentioned that you had. We were talking with friends of the show, Brendan, and you guys both told me don't look anything up about these books at all because it'll ruin like the surprise, right? And then I was like, I'm reading the books. And I was like, oh, okay, the surprise. I know who this guy is. You're like, no, that's not who that is. Right. Like I thought like when they reveal it, I'm like, oh, it's this guy. And you're like, no, that's not who that is in the series. I'm like, well, I don't like, why do I even care? I don't like, but like, because like, and whatever, like, I thought he was somebody else in the series. Like when they reveal who Egg is, I thought that this, like, I don't remember anybody's name clearly. I was like, oh, he's the Mad King. You're like, no, that's not the Mad King's name.
Oh,
And
well,
I'm like, if
Oh,
that's
that's
the only
close.
Targaryen, like in the future.
well,
Like,
I'll tell you what,
really-
Tom. Don't be upset because this this Aegon is literally the 5th Aegon.
Right. Well, that's
So
it too.
he's like,
Right. There's Aegon, Dave. They're all the same name, which is why I'm
Yeah.
I mean, they are.
there's
I mean,
a lot
whatever.
of repeat names.
We came off of 5 years of Elaine and Egwene, Moraine, and whatever. So I should get used to it. But
Rhaenyra, Rhaenyra,
Yeah.
Rhaegar,
Rhaenys,
Rhaenys, Rhaegal.
but
Ares, Aegon, Aemon, Daeron, Baelor, Daemon.
yeah, it's tough. Yeah, all the Targaryens go to the George Foreman School of child naming.
Daenerys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's like, but we watch it, and then when it was revealed after we watched the credits, my wife, she's like, so is he like one of the missing kids? And I was like, yes, yes. They keep telling you the kids are missing, and like that's the reveal that he's one of the
He said he called him brother. Like I thought they were very clear about it. He's like,
right.
He says my father. He'll have to answer to my father, and you like at that point you still don't know. And then he calls the guards names, and you're like, oh, okay, he's a Targaryen. And then he even says brother, like.
Right.
Like if you still didn't understand, like I'm gonna say brother to him and call him brother.
I'm shaving my head so I don't look like you, my brother. Right?
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yes. Oh, go back and watch it again. It was great. Yeah, it was so great. I'm gonna have to trademark something, Jen. Now, so great instead of so
great.
Good.
Yeah.
For those of you who only listen to us, when we're set up on YouTube, there's an image from the show behind us, right? And there's three of us on screen. There's an image of the show, but the image of the show, it just looks like Egg is leaning over Joe's like window, watching us do the thing.
It looks like he's actually watching you, Tom. He looks like he's looking down at you.
Yeah, and very like confused and almost disappointed. Sorry, Egg, man.
Yeah,
that's something I could do, but it's just a funny vibe.
Well, he just sang his song, so
that's it.
Shall we go into our ratings for this episode?
Yeah.
Why do I always forget that we do ratings?
I don't know. Is Brendan keeping track for us?
No.
Is anyone keeping track?
No.
We'll have to go back and
anyone have a pen and a pencil? Or a pencil?
Is this being recorded?
It's been recorded.
Okay, we'll figure it out then.
In the past. I think this might be my favorite episode so far. I'm gonna give it a 4.
I don't remember what I've given the other ones.
Which is great, because then you can't like be biased.
I know. I like this one a lot. And I will give it a 4.25.
Now, I would have given it a 4.25 if there was more Apple puns.
Okay.
It was just, right. All you get is a cider reference. I like this episode, but it's my least favorite episode so far.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it you didn't like the whole Mastery Games, throw the match storyline? Is that ruined it for you?
Yeah, I did it. And it didn't ruin it, because I'm still gonna give it what I think is a positive rating, but it did take it down a notch. I didn't like that episode, and I thought they probably could have filled time in a different way. I understand, even though I understand, like, from my point, they have a justification for doing it. I said that, like, you want to give him some kind of moral conflict and not just have him be a goody two-shoes all the time. But I didn't like it. It took two characters that I really liked and made them both consider doing bad things. So,
wait, who was the other character considering
the Game Master?
Oh.
Who
is that?
We had talked about it in the previous episode. Like in the first episode, I thought this is a guy who stole a scene, right? Like, yeah. He could have done that, and he's so good. In the second episode, I loved how he was like behind the scenes trying to help Dunk get to the room. Like this, clearly in over his head. I was like, yeah, give the Game Master more, make him nice. And now he's like, hey,
Well, he could have went to anybody with his like throwing the fight idea, and he went to Dunk to give him a leg up. He's trying to be nice to him.
It is, yes. I actually was considering that. I think you're right. It is literally like Dunk is getting what he wants in a way here, not to throw a fight or even to win a tourney, but like he's already making an impression on Lords as like people considering like, is this somebody I can bring into my household?
Well, wait a second. What if the Game Master? What if the Game Master, the master of the games, Game Master sounds more like a role-playing game.
Hit the M. Hit that M a little harder.
Master of the games.
Give me I need two M's back to back. Game Master.
Oh, that part.
You
I
leave
said
that
the
first M, it's a totally different connotation.
I am the game master.
The Game Master.
What if Lord Ashford left it to the master of the games to decide who he was going to make this deal with? And the master of the games was like, "Oh, I'll go to that Hedge Knight. You know, he could use this. Like, this is good for him."
Yeah, maybe. I don't mind that. Like, I like that guy. Give him more stuff to do. I didn't like that storyline so much, and that's knocking it down a little bit for me.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna give it a positive rating, but I'm gonna probably give this one a 3. Is what I was thinking. Yeah,
This was your least favorite episode, of course.
least favorite episode, and comfortably there. That's still a positive rating. I want to be clear. It's just not like it didn't notch it up to me. I do think, even though I was surprised, obviously Jen and I thought that this was not going to be the end of the episode 3. I think that this episode does prep us well for the back half of the season and what's to come. So
yeah,
I am excited to see what's coming in the future.
Yeah. And while this episode, I think, might have been the most different from the story yet, except for the end, the last 15 minutes or so, or no, I shouldn't say 15. It's like the last 10 minutes, perhaps. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, I still think it's a successful adaptation of the story to this point.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You know, by one complaint aside, like I think tonally they're still where the story is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I like this. They still have this kind of like lighter touch than we've had in the past. They've still kept that. We'll see if they can continue that now that Dunk's beat the shit out of royal member of the royal family.
Yeah, and we obviously can't do predictions because we know what's going to happen. So,
yeah.
But like we said, we don't think the tournament's going to finish.
Yeah, I can't imagine they're like, oh well, just ignore this, everybody. It's fine.
Well, the tournament might finish. There just might be a pause.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
I want to remind everyone to follow us on social media. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky. Join us over in Discord to continue the conversation there. We also post our episodes on YouTube, so be sure to go to our YouTube page to like and subscribe. Rate and review us wherever you listen to podcasts. Tell your friends about us as well. That's the best thing you could ever do for us, is to tell other people about us. Links to all the aforementioned information are included in the show notes to this episode. Any final words, Tom, Jen?
Happy Super Bowl Sunday.
What a great game. I can't believe that happened.
Oh, when that ball was thrown and that guy caught it.
And then he ran?
And something amazing happened at the end of the play.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
yeah.
That's just, you never see that. You just don't see that a lot
That's
anymore.
why it's the biggest game of the year, right?
We should record 2 endings to this and then base it up like and then I'll put it in after the Super Bowl. This is the Seahawks ending and this is the Patriots ending. Thanks everyone for listening, and you'll hear us next time. I was thinking of South Park when they did the election episode where they did 2 episodes where one person won and the other person won.
Yeah.